Hey everyone, it's Hannah from Hannah and Eric Go Birding. I am so excited about the Global Women's Big Day and that you're joining us as part of the Women in Step. And this whole thing is about the Champions of the Flyway, which is a competition that takes place each year in Israel, a birding competition that highlights the migration that happens and also supports conservation projects. And this year, the conservation project is to protect the Steppe Eagles in their breeding range in Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. So I'm so excited that we have just raised a ton of money, and that was all thanks to just a variety of people around the world. Um, but since all of that has changed because of the recent pandemic, we're not able to go to Israel. The teammates or many of the teammates around the world. And so what we've decided to do is to work in solidarity. And you probably read all this on the website, so I'm just reiterating it. Bird in solidarity together. And since our team is promoting women and we're the first international women's team to participate in the event, we are so glad that there have been a number of women around the world that are helping us see how many birds that women can find on March 31st. So that's about the event, and this is about eBird. So eBird is the platform that we're using to combine all of our lists from the March 31st Global Big Day. And I know not everybody uses eBird, but this is just one that is really a great program that I really like and was kind of one of the easiest ways that we could figure out to compile all the data. So if you don't have an account with eBird, what you'll do is come up here and click that, and it's just ebird.com. You don't need this log out. I just logged out of my account, but it's just eBird, or I'm sorry, .org. It's not even .com. Jeez. And so you'll come up here and create an account, and I already have my account, so I'm just going to sign in, and I'll show you here how to share a list on the phone and also on the computer. So you'll sign in, and which is going to take a second apparently. But on the Global Big Day, what you'll do if you haven't made a list before, we're going to go to submit right there, and you'll pick a location or from your locations, or you'll come and find it on a map. So you can click in there and try to find your location. I am going to use Haystack Rock because that's likely where I'm going to bird on March 31st. And we'll just say that we did a list today, and I'll go through and delete it so it doesn't corrupt any data. But we were traveling, started at 8 o'clock for an hour, and we went 2 miles, and there were 3 of us. And I'm going to type in here Global Women's whoop, Big Day, March 31st, just so I can remember and just have that comment. So I know that, and like I said, I'm just going to delete this list, but I know that I'm going to see common MERS, so I'll just put 100 common MERS on the list just to populate it with something. Click the yes, because that is all that I saw today. And then submit, and then it's going to ask you to confirm again, so good to go there. And my internet is taking a minute. Heard that the other day that there was a worldwide slowdown of internet because so many people were on it. So I created my list, and what we'll do is share it. So there's the share button right there. This is me traveling and 3 people for an hour, 2 miles. So we're going to share that list, and the account that you want to share it to is Women in Step. So just like that, and then you'll come down here and share your checklist. So super easy, super simple, and I'll show you on the phone. Okay, so now we're here on my phone because a lot of you may be doing phone lists as well. So I'll open up the eBird app, which is connected to my eBird account that we were just on. So what we'll do is submit a checklist and start checklist, and we'll just do another like super basic checklist that I'll just go through and delete so it doesn't corrupt any data. So 100 MERS again. We're going to stop that because we don't need any more right at the moment. And I'll say it's from Seabreeze Court because that's where I'm at, and it already auto-loaded all these locations. And eBird has done some interesting things lately. If you haven't used it on your phone in a while, you might notice that it's completely different. And what they've done is create bird packs. So rather than every time you open your phone and to an eBird list, it used to download that information every single time. And so what it's done now, what they've changed it to, is that you download packs. So you don't have to continually download that information. So I have the Oregon pack saved, and it also has locations. So up there where I found um, Seabreeze Court up here, there's all these locations, and these are ones that it's shown are in my area and were downloaded in the pack. And so I just selected Seabreeze Court because that's where I am currently at um, and birding from. And so we'll review like we always have. We'll type in, 3 observers. And rather than going through and doing it afterwards, like you did on the computer with sharing the checklist, what you do is add them in here. So we'll add Eric because he was with me, and then women in Steppe, adding that one as well. And then you press that next down at the bottom so it highlights like that. And, you know, it should auto-populate how many minutes and all that as well when you're done with your actual list rather than just my little fake list here. So submitting that, it's just going to ask me if it's okay if I share it with those people, which of course it is okay. And then we're done. So super easy, super simple. And let me just show you how it pops up on the account. Okay, so back on eBird on the computer, it has I'm logged into the Women in Step, and this is just for future reference if anybody ever shares a list with you, and you're not quite sure what to do, how to get that list. So if you go into my eBird there, you'll see that it says that I have pending lists waiting to be added to my account. So if I click here, then it'll show up with all those lists, and I can either accept them if I want to add them or decline them. And like I said, that these checklists I just made were not correct, so I'm just going to decline them. But that is how you do it. It's super easy and simple. And if you do have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to help as much as I can. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. But I am, like I said, I'm just super happy to help, and I'm excited for the Global Women's Big Day and for you to participate on March 31st. And please participate however you can, if it's from the balcony at your apartment, or if you're able to go for a walk in the park for just a few minutes, or bird from all day at your feeder. Please participate and check us out for more. Thank you so much.